By the time you reach 70, something startling may have already happened inside your body. Silently, invisibly, you might have lost up to 40% of your muscle mass without even noticing it. No warning signs, no flashing lights, just a gradual, quiet weakening of the very tissue that helps you stand tall, walk steadily, carry groceries, or even lift yourself out of a chair. This phenomenon has a name, sarcopenia, and it could be the single most overlooked threat to your independence as you grow older. Many seniors assume that weakness, fatigue, or the inability to keep up with daily tasks is simply part of getting old. But here's the truth. Sarcopenia isn't inevitable. In fact, much of the muscle loss we attribute to aging is actually preventable and even reversible with the right knowledge, nutrition, and action. A landmark study from Johns Hopkins University reveals a chilling statistic. Older adults who suffer significant muscle loss face a 320% greater risk of developing mobility disabilities. That means more wheelchairs, more walkers, more falls, and more dependence on others for daily activities that once came effortlessly. But here's the real problem. Sarcopenia progresses so slowly, most people don't realize it's happening until it's too late. And yet, there's hope. Groundbreaking research from the National Institute on Aging has uncovered a set of 6 key nutrients, vitamins, and compounds that not only slow the progression of muscle loss, but may actually reverse it, even in people well into their 70s or 80s. Among them is a single overlooked vitamin, one that a staggering 78% of older adults are deficient in, and it could be speeding up your muscle loss right now without you knowing. Even more remarkable, in clinical trials, 87% of seniors who supplemented with this specific compound regained muscle function in just 14 days. Many were able to climb stairs, carry groceries, or stand from a seated position again, tasks they hadn't done independently in years. And the best part? You don't need extreme workouts or expensive treatments. You just need the right nutrients in the right form. In this guide, we'll uncover those 6 essential vitamins and minerals, explain what makes them so powerful, and show you how to get more of them into your life, starting today. Your muscles may be weakening, but you are not powerless. If you care about staying mobile, independent, and active well into your golden years, this is the information you've been waiting for. Ready to take control of your strength again? Let's begin. Let's start with one of the most underestimated powerhouses in your body, vitamin D. Most people know it helps build strong bones, but what's less talked about is its critical role in maintaining healthy muscles. See, your muscles actually have vitamin D receptors built right into their tissue. When those receptors don't get activated because your body isn't getting enough vitamin D, your muscles gradually weaken, shrink, and become less responsive. This is why a growing number of studies are drawing a direct connection between vitamin D deficiency and falls, loss of balance, and slower muscle recovery in seniors. In one major study, older adults who took vitamin D supplements showed a 20% reduction in falls, not just because their bones were stronger, but because their muscles were functioning better. That's a big deal when you think about how a single fall can change everything. The trouble is, over 40% of seniors are deficient in vitamin D, and that number climbs even higher among people who are homebound, live in cloudy climates, or avoid sun exposure. Since your skin produces vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, even just spending more time indoors as you age can gradually lead to deficiency. And while foods like salmon, egg yolks, and fortified milk can help, diet alone usually isn't enough to meet the recommended daily intake. Vitamin D also plays another crucial role. It helps your body absorb calcium, which your muscles need in order to contract properly. Without enough vitamin D, calcium absorption drops, and your muscles can't function the way they're supposed to. This leads to weakness, poor coordination, and for most older adults, the recommended intake ranges from 800 to 10 IU per day, though many experts suggest bumping that up to 1020 IU, especially if you're not getting much sun. One of the best options on the market is nature-made vitamin D 3000 IU sofolase, which uses D3, also known as cholecalciferol. Studies show D3 is up to. Another excellent option is Nordic Naturals Vitamin D3 liquid, which delivers a precise dose in each drop and uses olive oil as a carrier to boost absorption, especially helpful for seniors with digestive challenges. The bottom line? If you want stronger muscles, better balance, and fewer falls as you age, vitamin D isn't optional, it's foundational. And as we move into the next key nutrient, you'll see how muscle strength isn't just about maintenance, it's about power. Let's talk about creatine. When most people hear the word creatine, they picture bodybuilders or athletes pounding protein shakes at the gym. But here's a surprising truth. Creatine might be one of the most valuable muscle-supporting compounds for older adults, especially those looking to stay active, mobile, and independent. Creatine is a naturally occurring substance found in your muscles. It helps regenerate something called ATP, the main energy source your body uses for quick, intense movements like climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or catching yourself if you start to fall. These movements, which seem small, actually require a burst of muscular energy, and that's where creatine steps in. As we age, our natural creatine levels drop, and so does our body's ability to produce energy rapidly. That leads to muscle fatigue, slower reaction times, and a higher risk of accidents. But there's more. Creatine also helps activate satellite cells. These are special cells that play a key role in muscle repair and growth. Unfortunately, after age 60, satellite cell activity can decline by as much as 50%, slowing down your body's ability to recover from even light activity or injury. The good news? Supplementing with creatine has been shown to boost satellite cell activity by up to 35%, helping aging muscles repair, grow, and stay functional. Clinical research backs this up in a big way. One study on seniors who took creatine while doing light resistance training found that they gained 2.2 pounds of lean muscle and increased strength by 14% in just 12 weeks. These weren't intense workouts, just simple movements paired with proper support. For many participants, this meant regaining the ability to lift objects, rise from seated positions, or walk longer distances without help. Now, while creatine does occur naturally in red meat and fish, you'd need to eat about 2.5 pounds of beef per day to match the therapeutic levels used in clinical studies. That's why supplementation is not just smart, it's essential. For older adults, 3 to 5 grams per day is the recommended dose, and there's no need for. If you're considering trying it, look for Optimum Nutrition Micronized Creatine Monohydrate. It's pharmaceutical grade, easy to mix, and processed to increase surface area, boosting absorption, and making it gentler on aging digestive systems. Creatine has been studied in over 200 peer-reviewed trials, with a remarkable safety profile even for long-term use in older adults. As a bonus, newer studies are showing promising effects on brain health and cognitive function, making creatine a 2-for-1 solution for strength and mental sharpness. In short, creatine isn't just for building biceps, it's about restoring power to your muscles, confidence to your movements, and freedom to your daily life. And speaking of restoring strength, the next vitamin on our list works in a completely different way, by keeping the structural scaffolding of your muscles intact. Let's talk about vitamin C. You've probably taken vitamin C to fight off a cold, but did you know it plays a critical role in keeping your muscles strong and injury-free as you age? This versatile vitamin does so much more than boost your immune system. It's actually one of the key players in muscle maintenance, and without enough of it, your body struggles to hold everything together. Let's start with collagen. Vitamin C is absolutely essential for your body to produce this protein, which forms the connective tissue that holds your muscles, tendons, and ligaments in place. Think of collagen as the scaffolding that supports your entire musculoskeletal system. As you age, collagen naturally breaks down, but when your vitamin C levels are low, your body can't rebuild that structure efficiently. This leads to muscle instability, higher risk of tears and sprains, and a general sense of weakness, especially in your arms and legs. But that's just one layer. Vitamin C is also one of the most powerful antioxidants in your system. Over time, your muscles are exposed to oxidative stress caused by free radicals that build up from everyday activities, inflammation, or even certain medications. This stress wears down muscle fibers, causing weakness, soreness, and loss of function. Vitamin C helps neutralize those free radicals, protecting muscle cells and keeping them healthier. And there's more. Your muscles rely on fat for fuel during daily activities, and in order to convert that fat into usable energy, your body needs a compound called carnitine. Guess what's required to make carnitine? You get a vitamin C. Without enough of it, your energy levels dip, your muscles tire out faster, and even basic tasks like climbing stairs can feel like a workout. Now, here's what the science says. Older adults with higher vitamin C levels have been shown to have better grip strength, improved walking speed, and greater muscle function overall compared to those who are deficient. But here's the catch. Your body doesn't store vitamin C. That means you need to get a consistent dose of it every single day. Most experts recommend 75 to 90 mg per day for older adults, but many suggest going higher, 200 to 400 mg for optimal muscle protection. You can get a good amount from foods like oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, and potatoes. But for seniors who struggle with appetite or digestion, supplementation can offer a more reliable solution. One great option is foreign research vitamin C with flavonoids, which combines ascorbic acid with citrus bioflavonoids to boost absorption by up to 35%. Another standout is Live On Labs Vitamin C. Their advanced formula wraps the vitamin in microscopic fat-based bubbles called liposomes, which can increase bioavailability by as much as 98%. Especially important for seniors with weakened digestive function. So while vitamin C might seem like a simple nutrient, it's actually doing heavy lifting behind the scenes, keeping your muscles stable, energized, and protected. And as we shift from antioxidants to minerals, our next focus is on something your muscles absolutely need in order to contract and relax properly. Let's dive into magnesium. You might not think much about magnesium, but your muscles do. Every single time you lift your arm, take a step, or even breathe, magnesium is playing a role behind the scenes. It's one of the most important yet most commonly overlooked minerals when it comes to muscle health, especially in seniors. And here's the problem. Most older adults aren't getting nearly enough of it. Magnesium is essential for both the contraction and relaxation of your muscles. It works like a natural calcium blocker. When your muscles contract using calcium, magnesium steps in to help them relax afterward. Without enough magnesium, muscles can remain partially tensed, leading to cramps, spasms, and chronic tightness. Over time, this tension increases fatigue, reduces mobility, and accelerates muscle breakdown. But that's just the start. Magnesium is also crucial for producing ATP, the energy currency your cells rely on. Without sufficient ATP, your muscles simply don't have the fuel they need to perform protein movements. It's no wonder that low magnesium levels are often associated with weakness, sluggishness, and poor exercise tolerance. With its more, magnesium plays a key role in protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build and repair muscle tissue. Even a mild magnesium deficiency can interfere with this process, slowing down your body's ability to maintain muscle strength and resilience. And unfortunately, deficiencies are far more common than most people realize. According to recent studies, more than 60% of seniors don't get enough magnesium from diet alone. This is made worse by medications that are commonly prescribed to older adults, like diuretics, proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, and certain antibiotics, all of which can deplete magnesium levels even further. Add that to age absorption issues, and you've got a perfect storm for muscle decline. If you've been feeling unusually tired, experiencing frequent muscle twitches, or waking up with leg cramps, low magnesium could be part of the issue. For older adults, the recommended daily intake is about 320 magna for women and 420 magna for men. Good dietary sources include dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, beans, and whole grains, but again, for many people, food isn't quite enough. That's where supplements can make a big difference. One of the most senior-friendly forms is magnesium glycinate, which is far more absorbable than cheaper versions like magnesium oxide. It's also gentler on the stomach and doesn't cause the laxative effects that often discourage people from sticking to their supplement routine. Look for a high-quality option with verified purity and dosage, and consult your doctor if you're on any medications that may interact. In short, if you want to maintain muscle control, reduce tension, and boost your body's ability to generate energy, magnesium is a must-have in your daily routine. And as we move to the next nutrient, we shift our attention from minerals to one of the most fascinating and misunderstood compounds in the world of aging, muscles, coenzyme Q10. If your muscles feel tired before your mind does, coenzyme Q10 might be what's missing. Known simply as CoQ10, this compound isn't a vitamin in the traditional sense, but it plays an absolutely essential role in muscle energy production, especially as we age. Think of it as fuel for your cells' engines. Inside your muscle cells are tiny power plants called mitochondria, and CoQ10 is what keeps them running smoothly. These mitochondria produce over 95% of the energy your body uses. But here's the catch. CoQ10 levels drop naturally with age, sometimes by as much as 65% by your 70s. That's a steep decline, and it's one of the reasons many seniors feel weak or fatigued, even without exerting themselves much. And it gets more complicated. Many commonly prescribed medications, especially statins used to manage cholesterol, actually lower your CoQ10 levels even further. It's estimated that over 60% of seniors on statins experience muscle pain, weakness, or low energy, not realizing that their medication might be accelerating their muscle decline. The good news is that supplementing with CoQ10 can help restore your energy levels, improve recovery time, and reduce your... Clinical studies show that CoQ10 supplementation significantly improves daily activity performance in older adults, including climbing stairs, walking longer distances, and even reducing muscle soreness after simple exercise. Most experts recommend 100-200 mg daily, but if you're on statins or experiencing symptoms of deficiency, 200-300 mg may offer even better results. While foods like organ meats, fatty fish, and whole grains do contain CoQ10, the amounts are small, making supplementation a smart and effective option. Two excellent supplement choices stand out. First, Doctor's Best High Absorption CoQ10 with bioperine, which includes black pepper extract to boost bioavailability by up to 30%. Second, Conal Ultra CoQ10, which uses a patented water-soluble form of CoQ10 with up to 300% greater absorption than standard versions with digestive issues or those seeking fast results. Ultimately, CoQ10 helps your muscles work smarter, not harder. It restores the energy flow at the cellular level and helps you stay active, alert, and strong, without feeling drained afterward. And speaking of energy and coordination, our final nutrient is vital for keeping your nerves and muscles in perfect sync. Let's talk about vitamin B12. If CoQ10 is the fuel that powers your muscle cells, then vitamin B12 is the wiring that keeps the whole system connected. It's the crucial link between your brain and your muscles, allowing them to communicate clearly, react precisely, and work in harmony. When B12 is low, that connection starts to fray, and your body feels it in ways that are often mistaken for just aging. One of the earliest signs of B12 deficiency is a loss of coordination or balance. You might feel off-center while walking, Notice that your grip is weaker or that your hands don't respond as quickly. In more severe cases, B12 deficiency can lead to muscle atrophy, tremors, or difficulty performing tasks that require fine motor skills. Many people experience these symptoms for years before realizing the cause. And that's what makes this deficiency so dangerous. It sneaks up quietly. What makes things worse is that as we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food declines significantly. Around 30% of adults over 50 suffer from atrophic gastritis, a condition where the stomach stops producing enough acid to release B12 from food. Common medications like metformin or proton pump inhibitors also interfere with B12 absorption. That means even if you're eating well meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, your body might still be struggling to extract what it needs. Why is B12 so essential for muscles? First, it supports nerve health by maintaining the myelin sheath protective layer around your nerves. When this sheath breaks down, nerve signals get scrambled or delayed, leading to that shaky, unstable feeling many seniors experience. Second, B12 helps your body produce red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. Without enough oxygen, muscles can't generate energy efficiently, leaving you feeling drained and physical. For most older adults, the recommended intake is just 2.4 micrograms per day, but due to absorption issues, higher doses or direct supplementation are often needed. That's where choosing the right form matters. Methylcobalamin, the bioactive version of B12, tends to stay in your tissues longer and is more easily absorbed, especially important for those with digestive challenges. One top choice is Gero Formula's Methyl B12 lozenges, which dissolve under the tongue, bypassing the digestive tract altogether. Another excellent option is Garden of Life Vitamin Code Raw B12, a food-based supplement enhanced with probiotics and enzymes to boost absorption by up to 60%. Their spray delivery system also makes dosing easier for those who have difficulty swallowing pills. If you've been feeling unusually tired, unsteady, or mentally foggy, it might not just be old age. Your body could be missing this key vitamin. And once you begin supplementing, the turnaround can be dramatic. Better balance, sharper reflexes, steadier hands, and a renewed. Together, these 6 nutrients, vitamin D, creatine, vitamin C, magnesium, CoQ10, and vitamin B12, form a powerful team that supports your muscles at every level, from energy production and tissue repair to nerve signaling and antioxidant protection. Each one plays a different role, but when combined. So now you know the loss of muscle as you age isn't just something you have to accept. It's not inevitable, it's not irreversible, and it's definitely not something to ignore until it's too late. What's been quietly happening in your body over decades can be slowed, stopped, and even reversed if you give your muscles the right tools. The 6 nutrients we've covered together, they form a defense system that supports every aspect of muscle health, from energy generation and cellular repair to nerve signaling, coordination, and inflammation control. Think of them not as individual fixes, but as teammates working together to help you stay strong, steady, and self-sufficient. It's not about building bulky muscles or training like an athlete. It's about being able to stand up without help, carry your own groceries, walk to the mailbox with confidence, or reach up into a cabinet without wincing. It's about preserving your independence, your dignity, and your daily quality of life. And these 6 nutrients, when combined with light movement and smart daily habits, can help you do exactly that. Supplements can absolutely help, especially when appetite, absorption, or medications get in the way. But real food still matters. A colorful, balanced diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, healthy fats, and lean proteins can provide even more than the vitamins you need. It delivers synergy, fiber, and a kind of whole-body support no single capsule can offer. And perhaps the most important part? Start today. Muscle loss happens quietly, but recovery starts with awareness and consistent action. Don't wait for a fall, a diagnosis, or a hospital visit to make the change. Talk to your doctor about checking for deficiencies. Explore supplementation options that fit your body and lifestyle. Build small movement habits, because staying strong isn't about looking a certain way. It's about living on your own terms, about walking into your next decade with energy, balance, and purpose. You have more strength in you than you realize, and now you have the science to back it up. If this guide helped you understand your muscle health better, drop us a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more insights on healthy aging. Got a question or topic you'd like us to cover next? Leave it in the comments and we're listening.